building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the 5th year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the 3rd consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the fifth year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the third consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the fifth year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the third consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the fifth year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the third consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Epic View Sports Network presentation of high school softball. Today, we are at, what's the name of this field again? Dave Martin Sports Complex. You knew I had something to ask your mother before she walked away. We're at the Dave Martin Sports Complex for a big battle for the Lawrence Lady Bulldogs as they take on the Erskine Academy Eagles. Erskine currently sitting in 5th place in the Class B South standings, and talking to Coach Joey Marku before the game, he said, where they play each other only once in the season, this is a big heel point game for the Lady Bulldogs. Today's game is brought to you by Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com, E.S. Boulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors, visit esboulos.com. Reddington Fairview General Hospital, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Northeast Analytical on the China Road in Winslow, and Two Rivers Campground, Canaan Road in Skowhegan. Starting lineups brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. Coach Holly Tripp and the Erskine Eagles will have Kelsey Dunn, the pitcher, leading off. Caitlin LaValle, the left fielder, hits second. Faith McMaster is the third baseman, hitting third. Lily Clark cleans it up at shortstop. Cammie Thompson's at first base. She'll bat fifth. Emma Woolley is the catcher, batting sixth. Kylie Bellows is the designated hitter, batting seventh. Riley French is the right fielder, batting eighth. And Jordan Parise will be the center fielder, batting ninth. Defensively for the Bulldogs, as wait until Kelsey Dunn leads things off here. Leah Williams on the mound for the Bulldogs. First pitch is a ball inside. Defensively, the Bulldogs left to right in the outfield. They have Leah Gallant in left. Center fielder, Maddie Provost. Right fielder is Mel Thompson. 1-0 count. Williams up high, ball two. In the infield, Natalie Pelletier at third. Shortstop, J.C. Elkins. Second baseman, Natalie Garrard. First base, Leah Tibbetts. The catcher is Ashley Shores, and as I said, on the mound, Leah Williams, the freshman. Here comes the 2-0. Ball is ripped to left field down the line. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It one hops the fence and goes over. It'll be a ground rule double as Kelsey Dunn starts it off with a seed to left field. She got a 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and she ripped it to left. No chance for Leah Gallant to get there, but the ball hops over the fence. Runner on at second, nobody out. Here is Caitlin LaValle. As a bunt, it's a good one. Williams scoops it up, goes to first, and got her just by a half step. So the sacrifice moves Dunn up to third. That's going to bring up Faith McMaster. Inside, ball one. McMaster, the third baseman. Comes the 1-0. Ball outside. Starting out here, Leah Williams struggling to find the plate. 2-0 count. This is when Dunn ripped her double. There's a ball up high. Lily Clark, the shortstop, waits on deck for Erskine. Williams rocks and fires the 3-0. Takes a little off that one for a strike. 3-1. Ball is ripped to left, and it's going to go foul. Turned a little too quickly on that fastball, did McMaster. Williams battles back to 3-2. Here comes. Down in the dirt, and it gets by Shores, and coming in to score is Dunn. On the wild pitch. So McMasters reaches on the walk, and then she goes to second on that wild pitch. Runner in scoring position, 1 out for Lily Clark. And she chases a high fastball and fouls it straight back. A little out in front of that fastball. Williams still trying to find that release point. 1 out here in the top of the first. Erskine on the board with a run. This one's in the dirt and actually hit her. So McMasters will not be able to advance. It's going to bring up Cammie Thompson, the first baseman. First and second, 1 out here in the top of the first, 1-0 Erskine. You're just joining us, Kelsey Dunn led off with a double, was moved over to third on a sacrifice, and scored on a wild pitch. That's a foul off her foot as Clark hit one off the inside of her foot. I'm sorry, Thompson. Emma Woolley, the catcher, waits on deck for Erskine. Erskine comes in 6-1 on the season. Ball is hit to the outfield. Left fielder moves over and makes the catch. Leah Gallant. No advance by the runners. 2 down now. That brings up Emma Woolley, the catcher. Williams gets the sign. Rocks and fires. Hit to second base, gets by Garrard, but the second baseman playing very shallow. The right fielder playing very shallow. Mel Thompson able to collect it, so to keep the runner from scoring. That's a base hit by Woolley. And now bases are loaded for Kylie Bellows, the DH. There's a strike. Williams, just a freshman, really has a lot of development left and is going to be very, very good as she develops. Inside, 1-1, no place to put her. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the first, 1 run in. Big play here early in the game if they can keep it to just 1 run. Ball up high, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Ground ball to third. Pelletier makes the play and tags out. Big play there for the Bulldogs. They're able to get out of it with just 1 run. But 1 run on 2 hits and bases left loaded at the end of the first half inning. 1 1-0 Nokomis. Starting lineups brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. Head coach Joey Marcoux will have Aaliyah Williams leading things off. Natalie Pelletier bats second. Maddie Provost hits third. Ashley Shores cleans it up. Leah Gallant hits fifth. Casey Ross, the DH, bats sixth. Leah Tibbetts bats seventh. Natalie Garrard eighth, and JC Elkins bats ninth for the Bulldogs. Defensively for Erskine, in the outfield, left to right, they have Caitlin LaValle in left. The center fielder is Jordan Parise. The right fielder is Riley French. In the infield, third baseman Faith McAllister. Shortstop is Lily Clark. The second baseman is Stella Martinelli. And the first baseman is Cammie Thompson. Catcher Emma Woolley. And on the mound, Kelsey Dunn. Talking to Coach Marcoux before the game, he said Dunn, very tough pitcher. Probably one of the tougher ones they'll see all year. I want to give a quick shout out to our friend Phil Alley, who was recovering in Portland Hospital after a scary incident on Friday night during the softball game. A lot of people that were at the game know had a heart issue, but he's had surgery and is looking at possibly coming home on Tuesday. So we're thinking about you, Phil, and hope that you have a full recovery, my friend. Here's Williams to lead it off. There's a ball down low. Coach Marcoux said, I said, what do you got to do to win? He said, we got to hit. So very simple and to the point. Got to hit. Ball is popped up, foul. If it stays in play, there's a play for the first baseman. Nice job. That's a tough play over there at first base. Cammie Thompson found it quickly and was able to put it away. One down. Here's Natalie Pelletier. In the dirt. 1-0. Outfield playing fairly shallow. Out in front of that fastball. Got a piece of it. Fouled it straight back. About straight away. Not really playing Natalie to pull or go the other way. Infield deep in the middle. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, way up high. Swinging at a bad pitch. And it's 1-2 to the Bulldogs' third baseman. Here comes. Took something off that one. Way out in front. Strike three. Here's Maddie Provost. Reigning Miss Basketball for the state of Maine. The Bulldogs took home the state title this year in Class B. Out in front of that one. Dunn took something off that. If she's got a changeup like that and throws as hard as she does, it's going to be tough all day. This one's fouled to the right. A little behind on that fastball was Provost. 0-2, 2 outs here. No base runners for the Bulldogs. They trail 1-0. Here comes the 0-2. Just missed outside. 1-2. Miss Maddie's going to be going to Holy Cross in the fall, play basketball on a full scholarship. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Dunn makes a nice play and throws her out. 3 up, 3 down. End of 1-0 Erskine. Back after this.
Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Welcome back to Dave. Is it Dave McMaster? Dave Martin. I don't want to say McMaster because there was a player that's probably named McMaster. Dave Martin complex here at Lawrence High School. Top of the second, 1-0. Erskine in the lead. Line drive. Oh, nice play at second base by Gerard. I think that's Gerard at second base. It is Natalie Gerard. Riley French, Jordan Parise, and then back to the top of the order. One pitch, one out. Here's Jordan Parise, the center fielder. Ground ball. Gerard, another chance. Throws her out. They're picking on Natalie Gerard so far this inning, but 3 pitches, 2 outs. Coach Marcoux will take that all day long. Here's Dunn, who ripped a one-hop double over the fence in the first inning and scored the only run. Ball is ripped to left. Way back, way back. Get out of here. Kelsey Dunn puts a charge in a one to make it 2-0. She was sitting on that fastball, dead red, and just mashed it to left field and I got out of here in a hurry. That's going to bring up Caitlin LaValle, left fielder. She had a beautiful sacrifice in the first inning that moved Dunn over to third. Big swing and a miss on a high heater. 0-1. Williams kicks and delivers. High again. 1-1. Something I noticed, anyways, the first outing of the year. Williams, when this ground ball to third, nice play by Pelletier and throws her out. So Erskine gets a run on the home run to make it 2-0. Bulldogs will have 4-5-6 to face Dunn here in the second inning. Ashley Shores, Leah Gallant, and Casey Ross. Our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Vet Care, intimate caring and cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Epic View Sports Network has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch sports here on Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email Brian at epicviewstudios.com. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local independent critical access hospital providing quality comprehensive health care services. Located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. Learn more at rfgh.net. Because last time I was here, Ashley Shore's first at bat was a home run to dead center. So maybe we could see another one of those, Gagey. Bulldogs come in number 9 in Class B North, 3-4 on the season. Really had a signature win. They did beat Winslow on Friday night, which avenged the loss a couple of days prior. That ball took a little something off that one. It's up in the zone, 1-0. Ashley Shore is going to Thomas College next year, play basketball and softball. That ball is ripped to right field. If it stays fair, it hit the chalk. Shores will cruise into second. Oh, she's going to go for 3. And the ball gets away, and Ashley just keeps running and scores. I don't think she ever slowed down. I don't know if she knew the ball got away, but she just kept running. So that's going to be scored as a triple and an error. Just like that, the Bulldogs are on the board to make it 2-1. Line drive, base hit up the middle for Gallant. So the Bulldogs starting to hit the ball here in the second inning. First 2 runners reach. And Casey Ross will be the hitter. Leah Tibbetts waits on deck. Ross, the DH today. DHing for Mel Thompson. Ball down low. Woolley keeping a close eye on Gallant at first. That ball is down low. 2-0. Runner on at first, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. 2-1. Erskine. There's a strike. Dunn gets the sign, rocks and fires. Ground ball, shortstop. To first for the play and gets her. Runner moves up on the play. Gallant got a good jump. Just 1 out now, and Tibbetts will be the batter. Leah Tibbetts, the first baseman today. In the dirt, good stop by Woolley, the catcher. 1 out. Tying run on its second here in the bottom of the second. Big swing and a miss by Tibbetts. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to right field. Gets down. Could be trouble. It does get down. It gets in the gap. They're going to send the runner. Throw a play at the plate. Not in time. The runner scores. And Tibbetts is going to move up on a wild throw by the shortstop. So Leah Tibbetts with an RBI double to tie this game. And then moves up to third on an E6. Tied at 2. That's going to bring up Natalie Garrard. Erskine coach Holly Tripp comes out to talk to her pitcher. Bulldogs come back from a 2-0 deficit to tie this game with just 1 out here in the second inning. Lead run and Leah Tibbetts sits on third base. You got Garrard, J.C. Elkins, then back to the top of the order. Discover your next outdoor getaway at Two Rivers Campground, located along the scenic Kennebec River and West Russet Stream in Skowhegan. Adventure, relaxation, and great memories await. Start your journey at Two Rivers Campground. Visit them online or call 474-6482. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. I'm surprised they're allowing the coach this much time. I don't know if say a player got hurt because they don't have any. Um, what's that? Oh, okay. So it's a equipment issue. Looking at the standings in Class B overall, Class B North, Old Town's number one right now. They're 5-2 on the season. Gardner is 4-1. They are second. Nokomis 5-2. Lawrence has got games coming up with them here that really will be some big point-worthy games. But I think it's Madomic and everybody else looking at their record. They're 7-0 in the season. They've given up 4 runs on the season. They have they have a game they gave up 1 and a game they gave up 3. And every other game has been a mercy shutout. First pitch to Gerard. She looks to bunt, and it's foul ball. Oh, they're saying it was a fair ball. Boy, doesn't it have to get past the plate to be a fair ball? Well, either way, the Bulldogs get the run. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. The ball didn't look like it got out past the plate, but it's a sacrifice nonetheless. And the Bulldogs have taken a 3-2 lead. Elkins looked at ball 1. Two down now. Ground ball to first. And flip to the second baseman covering, and that's going to do it. But the Bulldogs get 3 runs on 3 hits and no runners left on base. At the end of 2, Lawrence 3, Erskine 2.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
We're in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson. Bulldogs taking a 3-2 lead. Dave Martin Sports Complex here at Lawrence High School. Erskine will have 3-4-5 to face Aaliyah Williams. Ball. McMaster, Lily Clark, and Cammie Thompson. Faith McMaster walked her first time up. Ball away, 2-0. Williams has struggled with her command here in the early going at times. The hitter. Second hit batsman of the game. We'll see how Williams responds to this. Was what I was making a point of in the first inning is that sometimes she has had struggles this year when things haven't gone her way. When there's been an error in the field or a couple of walks or giving up some hits, things tend to go down a little bit quickly. There's a ball up high, way high, 1-0. Lily Clark, the shortstop, she was hit by a pitch her first time up. Stranded at second base in that first inning. Ball again, 2-0. That's 5 straight balls if you count the hit by pitch as a ball for Williams here to start the third inning. Line drive up the middle, base hit. And that's what happens when you get behind. Then you got to groove one, and that hitter knows that. And they're just sitting on that fastball. First and second, nobody out. It's going to bring up Cammie Thompson. She flew out to the left fielder her first time up. Bulldogs with a 3-run second have taken the lead 3-2. But Erskine threatening to get it back. Ball up high. Emma Woolley, the catcher, waits on deck for Coach Holly Tripp. Erskine 6-1, as I said, on the season, number 6. Line drive, base hit in between short. That ball bobbled. They're going to send the runner, and she's going to score standing up to tie the game at 3. So RBI single by Thompson ties the game at 3. So the wildness of Williams costs her here as the runner that scores was hit by a pitch, and here's Woolley, who is 1 for 1 with a single back in the first. Swing and a miss. Got that high heater by her, that riser. Bellows, the DH, is on deck for Erskine. Nobody out still. Fouled straight back. 0-2. Williams gets the sign. Rocks and fires. Hit to right field. And catch is made out right. Runner tags up. Umpire. They're talking, the umpires are talking right now. I think the runner may have left earlier, may not have tagged up at all. Did you see the replay? Did you have a replay there, Gage? Oh, okay. Coach Joey Marcoux didn't see it that way, but the runner moves up. So it's first and third now with 1 out. That's going to bring up Bellows, the DH. Runner goes, and she'll take second on defensive indifference. First pitch was a strike, 0-1. Runners at second and third now, 1 out. Ball up high. We're tied at 3. Lead run on at third for Erskine. We're in the top of the third. Fouled to the left and out of play. 1-2 the count. I'm going to have to ask my buddy Larry about that. Coach Marcoux says it's an automatic call. In the dirt, nice stop by Shores. And the umpire was saying it was you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll find it. Having a senior moment. Popped up in the infield. And, a lot of yellow showing there, but Natalie Pelletier able to make the play. Big out there. 2 down now. It's an appeal play. That's the word I was looking for. Still tied at 3. Can Williams wiggle out of this jam? Ball. Williams lined out, soft liner to Garrard at second base, her first time up. Way up high, nice play by Shores. should say Riley French lined out last inning. We're in the third, tied at 3. Here comes the 2-0. Fouled straight back. First base is open. Jordan Parise, the center fielder, waits on deck for Coach Tripp. Here comes. Out in front of that fastball, fouled it to the right. And Williams comes back to even the count at 2-2. Williams gets the sign, rocks and fires. Ground ball to second. Garrard. It hits off the glove, and that's going to score the run. That's going to be an error on the second baseman. So no RBI on the play. Runner moves up. So first and third now with 2 outs. And here's Parise, the center fielder. She grounded to Garrard her first time up. Inside. Runner goes. They let her go. Parise with a 1-0 count. Inside again, 2-0. Boy, you don't want to bring Kelsey Dunn up to the plate with bases loaded the day she's having. Ground ball to short, bobbled, and everybody's safe. Another run scores. Again, no RBI, as that's an error on the shortstop. And here's Kelsey Dunn. All she's done is doubled and homered so far in the game. Last time, a frozen rope to left. There's a strike. Runner goes, and they let her go. They almost maybe pitch around her at this point. Williams gets the sign. Ground ball, base hit underneath the glove of Pelletier. 2 runs are going to score, and another 2 RBIs for Kelsey Dunn. She's now a triple away from the cycle in the first 3 innings. That's going to bring up LaValle. Big swing and a miss. She is had a sacrifice in the first, grounded to third in the second. 7-3. Popped up. Play for Shores, and she makes it. Big play there. But not before Erskine has a 5-run third inning to take a 7-3 lead. They got 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. So 3 of the runs were unearned. The Bulldogs will send up the top of the order Williams, Pelletier, and Provost to face Dunn, who looked unhittable in the first inning, and then last inning, Bulldogs were able to get 3 runs on 3 hits. Errors really plaguing both teams. The Bulldogs have 3 errors in the game, plus Williams has had some struggles finding her control as well. Williams grounded, or popped up, I should say, to the first baseman her first time up. Today's game brought to you by Chase Tours on the Thorndike Road in Unity, Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com. ES Boulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors. Visit esboulos.com. Reddington Fairview Hospitals, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Northeast Land Analytical, China Road, Winslow. Swing and a miss. And Two Rivers Campground, Canaan Road in Skowhegan. Here comes the 0-1. Change up. Stays high, 1-1. If you're just joining us, Erskine scored 1 in the first, take a 1-0 lead, 1 in the second to make it 2-0. Bulldogs came back in the bottom of the second with 3 runs to make it 3-2. Line drive, base hit to right. And Erskine with a 5-run third has taken a 7-3 lead. Here's Pelletier. She struck out her first time up. Maddie Provost on deck. Swinging at some high pitches, Natalie Pelletier here. There's strike one, another pitch out of the zone that she swung at. Nobody out in the third. Fouled straight back. Quickly 0-2 on Pelletier. Gage has gone back and looked at the footage, and Coach Marcoux had an argument. Oh, it hit her. High and tight. And Pelletier takes one for the team. That's going to bring up Maddie Provost, the center fielder. She grounded to the pitcher her first time up. Bulldogs threatening to get back in this one, trailing 7-3 in the third. Ground ball. Back to the pitcher again. Throws to third to get the lead runner. Nice play by Dunn. Didn't even hesitate. Spun right around and threw to third base. So Williams is out on a fielder's choice. And it's going to bring up Ashley Shores with runners at first and second. Ball outside. Shores, the cleanup hitter, first time up. Hit a triple and then scored on a throwing error by the right fielder. Right outfield playing her very deep. There's a ball, 2-0. About 5 feet from the fence and straight up all the way around. Actually playing her to pull as the right fielder. She's kind of guarding the line. Ground ball gets through for a base hit. They're going to send Pelletier the throw to the plate. Not in time. Ball gets away, but not able to advance as Shores pulls into second base. So Pelletier, it's an RBI single. For Shores. And Provost moves into third. Shores goes into second on the throw. Line drive. Oh, what a catch. And they doubled her off. Provost was off the bag. What a play by Dunn. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. That ball was smoked right back at her face. She makes the catch and has the wherewithal, the mindset to throw to third and get Maddie Provost for the double play. End of 3, 7-4 Erskine. Back after this.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
Welcome back to Dave Martin Sports Complex. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. 3-4-5. Line drive, foul. 3-4-5 here for Erskine as they'll bring up McMasters, Clark, and Thompson to face Aaliyah Williams. McMasters so far walked and hit by a pitch, scored a run in the third. Ball outside, 1-1. Top of the fourth, Erskine with a 5-run third has taken a 7-4 lead. Fouled off to the right. 1-2. Just missed up high. 2-2. Williams outside, 3-2. McMaster has worked the count from 1-2 to 3-2 here. Clark, with the shortstop, waits on deck. Line drive. It's going to get by the glove of Pelletier for a base hit. Seventh hit of the game for Erskine. Here's Lily Clark. Clark was hit by a pitch in the first, singled and scored in the third. Williams gets the sign. Rocks and fires. Line drive, a ground ball through for a base hit. Provost up with it and going from first to third, hustling all the way. Faith McMaster and Erskine in business again as the first two hitters have reached. Clark is 2 for her last two. Here's Cammie Thompson. She flew out to the left fielder and had an RBI single back in the third. Ball up high, and the runner advances. Defensive indifference. That means they don't care. Line drive, base hit. And it gets by the outfielder. 2 runs are going to score. And advancing on the error is Thompson. But she's going to get 2 RBIs on that play. But it's a single and an error. Coach Marcoux coming out to talk to his young right-hander. So Cammie Thompson, her last 2 at-bats have resulted in 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Emma Woolley, who was 1 for 2 on the day, singled back in the first, will be the next hitter. Busy schedule this week. We got today's game, and Wednesday we'll be over in Waterville to do the softball game over there. And then Friday is a game too, and I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. What's that? more of a baseball. We'll be over at the baseball field. Gage knows. Here's Woolley, the runner on at second. Still nobody out here. 9-4 in the fourth inning. Popped up. Elkins calls for it and makes the play. Big out there for Williams. Here's Bellows, who's the DH today. She's 0 for 2. She grounded into a force play and popped up to the third baseman. Line drive to left field, right at the left fielder, who makes the play. Gallant right on top of that one. Is quickly 2 outs. That's going to bring up Riley French. French is 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error and scored back in the third inning. Swing and a miss. 9-4 here. Erskine, 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth to take a 5-run lead. Still a runner on at second here. Popped foul to the right, not a play. 0-2 the count to French. Jordan Parise, the center fielder, waits on deck for Erskine. Williams toes the slab. Rocks and fires. Dirt in the dirt. Shores, nice stop. And keeps the runner on at second base. Williams with a 1-2 count. Ground ball right back to her. She waits for Tibbetts to get to first and throws her out. But they get 2 more runs on 2 hits and an error, and they leave a runner on base at the end of 3.5. 9-4, Erskine. Bulldogs will have 6, 7, 8. Casey Ross, Leah Tibbetts, and Natalie Garrard to face Kelsey Dunn. Dunn had an easy 1-2-3 first inning, and then the Bulldogs have put pressure on her since then in the last 2 innings, scoring 3 in the second and 1 in the third. But they also had runners on at second and third last inning when Leah Gallant hit a screamer right back at Dunn. Dunn made a great play to catch it and then spun around and threw out threw out the runner. Maddie Provost. Oh boy. Ross grounded to the shortstop her first time up. Strike right down the middle. Dunn has done a nice job today of mixing fastballs and changeups. Kept the hitters off balance a little bit. There's a changeup. Goes high, 1-1. 9-4 Erskine in the fourth. Just missed outside. 2-1. Leah Tibbetts on deck for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. Out in front of that one as Dunn pulled the string. And it's 2-2. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 2-2. That one's in the dirt, 3-2. Dunn gets the sign, rocks and fires. Ball's hit to the outfielder. Left fielder camps underneath it. And Caitlin LaValle puts it away for out number one. That's going to bring up Tibbetts. She had a double to the gap. That's an RBI double back in the second inning. Ball is hit to right field again, and it gets over the head of the right fielder all the way to the fence. Tibbetts turns second and going to try for third. The ball is bobbled by the second baseman, and she cruises into third with a stand-up triple. Tibbetts 2 for 2 with a double and a triple. Here's Gerard. She had a beautiful sacrifice bunt to score the run back in the score a run. Ball's hit to right field. Right fielder comes in, makes the play. Tibbetts is going to tag up and go, and she scores standing up. So the Bulldogs chip away here, and another RBI for Natalie Gerard. She's had 2 sacrifices and 2 RBIs in her 2 at-bats. Two down now to J.C. Elkins. Elkins grounded to the first baseman back in the second inning. 9-5 in the fourth. Bulldogs trying to chip away. Ground ball to first. It gets through the legs of the first baseman. That's going to be an error. Put Elkins on at first. That's going to bring up Williams. Leah Williams popped up to the first baseman and singled in the third. Foul tip. Just gets a piece of the bat. She was trying to hold up on that, but the ball hits her bat, goes straight to the backstop. So 0-1 the count. 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Bulldogs trail 9-5. Dunn gets the sign, rocks and fires. In the dirt, gets by the catcher. Catcher still can't find it. Elkins able to cruise into second on the wild pitch. Natalie Pelletier waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Runner in scoring position for Williams. Line to the right side, foul. Leah Williams right on that one, just a little late. That would have been extra bases for sure. 1-2 the count. 2 down. Elkins on at second. Inside 2-2. In the dirt. Good stop by Woolley, the catcher. No, full count now to Williams. Here it comes. Off the plate goes foul. Williams hangs tough here to keep the count at 3-2. 9-5 Erskine. Two down in the fourth. Missed. Walked her. That's going to bring up Pelletier. Struck out in the first and then was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the third. Ground ball, weakly to short. Shortstop up with it, throws, and just got her by a half a step. Good stretch over there at first base by Cammie Thompson. Bulldogs get a run back to make it 9-5 at the end of 4. Back after this.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the fifth year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the third consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net.
Top of the fifth, Jordan Parise leads it off for Erskine. 0-1 the count. Fouled 0-2. Parise grounded out in the second and reached on an error in the third, scored a run. 9-1-2 to face Aaliyah Williams. Williams really needs to shut down Erskine here. You got the big bats coming up next inning. Hopefully chip away at this 4-run lead. Ball is fouled to the right. Count stays at 0-2, I should say. Kelsey Dunn on deck. She is a triple away from the cycle. I had a no-hitter a couple weeks ago. I could have a hitter with a cycle. Might check that box off. Fouled straight back by Parise. Remains 0-2. 9-5 Erskine with the lead here in the top of the fifth. Up high, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Stays off the high one, 2-2. Yeah, Wednesday is Waterville and Mount View softball, and then Waterville boys take on Coney in baseball. It's going to be a big one for Waterville. Fouled to the right. Parise, a big, tough at bat here, making Williams throw a lot of pitches. She's fouled off some good pitches here, and the count remains 2-2. Outfield shallow and straight up for Parise. Another foul straight back. Boy, really nice at bat by Jordan Parise. That was a tough riser that she somehow got a piece of. Williams gets the sign. Rocks and fires. In the dirt. Jordan Parise has battled all the way back from 0-2 to get to a full count here. Ground ball. And it's tipped by the pitcher. No play. Williams might have been better off to leave that for Elkins. But it's going to be an infield single for Jordan Parise with the dangerous Kelsey Dunn coming up. All Kelsey Dunn has had today is a double, homer, and single with 3 RBIs or 2 RBIs. Ball up high. Three for 3 on the day. There's a strike, outside corner. Outfield deep around on left and center, but right field is playing very shallow. So if Dunn is able to poke one over first base, she could be running for a while. Ball up high, 2-1. Caitlin LaValle waits on deck for the Erskine Eagles, leading 9-5 here in the fifth. Fouled. Dunn out in front of that changeup. 2-2 the count. Williams going right at her, to her credit. Dunn digs in. Williams gets the sign. Here it comes. Rip to left, and if it stays fair, it's trouble. It just gets foul. The count stays 2-2. Nobody out here in the fifth. Erskine has scored in every inning. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Ground ball up the middle. It goes off the pitcher, and it's going to be a single. And they're going to go out and check Williams. That did hit. I think she hit her in the hip. So I think they're looking at her hand. It might have hit her in the hand as well. LaValle will be the hitter. She is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice in the first inning. In case you're just joining us, I want to give another shout out to our good friend Phil Alley, who's recovering from a heart issue at the Winslow-Lawrence game on Friday night. A lot of scared people saw what went on, but Phil is tough as nails. He survived and had surgery and is looking at possibly coming home Tuesday or Wednesday to recover. And we want to wish him the best. We're thinking of him, praying for him, and hopefully we'll see him back on the softball field very soon. And looks like Williams is going to be okay. Nice job by Dunn going over and saying, sorry, didn't mean to hit that one hopper off you. Infield moves in now for the Bulldogs. First and second, nobody out. And Caitlin Lawrence is the hitter. I'm sorry, Caitlin LaValle is the hitter. She looks to bunt, pulls back, ball one up high. Faith McMaster waits on deck. She is 1 for 1 and scored a couple of runs in the game. Another ball up high, 2-0. Nobody out here in the fifth. Ball 3. Williams going to have to bear down now, try to get some strikes. Rocks and fires. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. 1-2 the count. We're in the fifth inning. Nobody out. First and second, Erskine trying to add to their 4-run lead, 9-5. 3-1. Down low, walked her. Bases loaded. Second walk of the game to go along with 2 hit batsmen. There's a strike. McMaster, as I said, 1 for 2. No, 1 for 1 on the day. Was hit by a pitch and scored, singled and scored, and walked in the first. Strike. 2 quick strikes. Williams starting to find the zone. Infield in. Outfield fairly straight up. Right field, they're very shallow. Need to get some outs. Ground ball to short. Could have tagged the runner. The runner ran right in front of the shortstop Elkins, and she decided to throw home. Should have tagged the runner and then throw it home, but the runner beats it from third base, so it's 10-5. So that will be a fielder's choice. I don't think you get an RBI on that. Oh, it's going to bring up Clark. Clark rips one down the line. That's going to get down for extra bases. Actually, the right fielder playing very shallow, but 2 runs are going to score to make it 12-5. So 2 RBI single for Clark to make it 12-5. McMaster moves up to third on the play. That's going to bring up Thompson. Ball. Cammy Thompson is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 2 singles. Runner moves up on defensive indifference. Still nobody out here. Ball up high. Bulldogs in danger of getting mercied here, as you got two runners on in scoring position. If they get a 10-run lead, they still get their last ups here in the 5th inning, but Williams continues to struggle to find the zone. 3-0 count. Emma Woolley, the catcher, waits on deck. There's a strike. 3 runs here in the 5th to make it 12-5. Erskine. Ground ball to short. Up with it, thrown to first, and no play. No, the ball was dropped by Tibbetts. That's going to be an error on the first baseman. No RBI on the play. McMaster scores. Clark moves up to third. Here's Woolley. She is 1 for 3 on the day. Singled back in the first. 13-5. Ball up high. Runner takes second. Second and third, nobody out for Woolley. Just missed down and in. 2-0. You can see Williams is visibly frustrated with herself. Not able to get strikes when she needs them. Has been working behind most of the hitters today. Fouled at the plate. 2-1. (13-5) here in the 5th. Still nobody out. 2-1 the count. All hit to third. Pelletier up with it, throws and gets the runner. But a run scores on the play. Clark to make it 14-5. Thompson moves up. First out of the inning. Here's Bellows. Bellows is 0 for 3 on the day. Ball up high. Ball is hit. Popped up short. And it's dropped. Tough play there for Elkins, but she got her glove on it, so it's gonna be an error. Bellows will reach on the error. Thompson scores to make it 15-5. Errors have killed the Bulldogs today. That's their 5th error of the day. Riley French will be the hitter. She has lined out, reached on an error, and scored. It's like we had a pinch runner out there. See that? Can you see that number, Gage? Number 5. Harris is the runner. One out, 15-5. Bulldogs trail in the 5th. Riley French fouls it at the plate, 1-1. Jordan Parise waits on deck. She led this inning off with a single and scored a run. So barring a double play ball here, the Erskine Eagles will bat around in this 5th inning. Inside, 2-1. Williams gets the sign, rocks and fires. Way up high, 3-1. Quick throw down, safe, runner diving back in. Trying to get a quick out there was Ashley Shores. Here comes the 3-1 from Williams. Late swing. 3-2, the count. Williams gets the sign. Comes to the plate. Ball up high. Going to put runners on at second. First and second. That's the third walk. Go along with 2 hit batsmen here. Parise, who had a single and scored earlier in this inning, has a strike, is 1 for 3. She reached on an error and scored back in the 3rd and grounded out in the 2nd. First and second, 2 down, 1 out, I should say. And ground ball to short. Elkins gets the lead runner at 3rd. Will be a fielder's choice. That's going to bring up Kelsey Dunn. She is 4 for 4, 2 singles, a double, and a homer, and has scored 4 runs. Pretty good day. Runners at first and second. First pitch from Williams is a strike. Dunn a triple shy of the cycle here. If she hits one down the right field line, she could get that triple. Williams rocks and fires. Line drive, and it's going to get through for a hit. They're going to send the runner, and she's going to score another hit for Kelsey Dunn. What a day. 5 for 5 with 1, 2, 3 RBIs. French comes around to score, and Jordan Parise moves up to second. Here's Caitlin LaValle. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. She's 0 for 2 with a walk and scored a run and a sacrifice. Might have a clean sweep for our post-game awards. Big swing and a miss. As don't forget, Kelsey Dunn also caught that line drive off the bat of Garrard, or Gallant, I should say. Ball is poked, and play is made. Finally, the Bulldogs get out of the inning, but not before 7 more runs cross the plate to make it 16-5 Erskine as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs will have 3, 4, 5 to face Dunn to try to scratch out 2 runs to stay in this one because the 10-run rule will be in effect after 5 innings. So they're going to need to score 2 runs to keep this game going. Erskine is really taking advantage of some wildness, some errors. So they got 7 runs. They had 1, 2, 3 hits. There was a couple of walks, and there was 1, 2 errors. So that's the 5 errors on the day for the Bulldogs. Well, between wildness and errors really have cost Coach Marcoux's team in this game. Provost will be the leadoff hitter here in the inning. She has reached on a fielder's choice and grounded to the pitcher. 0 for 2 on the day. Comes the pitch from Dunn. Ground ball to short. Shortstop up with it. Throws to first. Good stretch by Thompson again to get the out. 1 down. It's Ashley Shores. Shores is 2 for 2. Tripled and scored on the error in the first inning, and then had an RBI single in the third, and was stranded at second. Change up. Stays high. 2 for 2 on the day for Shores. Done. Ground ball to second. Second baseman stays in front of it, throws, and not in time. That ball ate up the second baseman, Stella Martinelli, and they're going to check to see if she's okay. Hit very hard. We're going to give a single to Ashley Shores on that play. And it's going to bring up Gallant. Gallant, you remember back in the third inning, the Bulldogs had second and third, and Gallant hit a seed up the middle that Dunn somehow caught and then spun around and doubled off Provost at third base. 1 down here in the 5th, 16-5 Erskine. Change up in the dirt. Shores does not advance. Smartly, you don't want to run into an out here, trailing by 11. Base runners are at a premium here. 1-1 the count. Ball up high. Two and one. Casey Ross waits on deck for the Bulldogs. 1 down in the 5th. Little liner up the middle, and they're going to tag the runner, so they get the lead runner. Good play by the shortstop there. Lily Clark, she ranged over, way over. She tagged her. Oh, they're saying that she didn't tag her. She didn't get a piece. Boy, I don't know. You got a replay on that, Chase? Looked like she tagged her. Wow. Boy, that's the second one that umpire's blown today. Missed the tag up situation back in the first or second inning, whatever it was. That looked like she was tagged. I mean, from my vantage point, it looked like easily. but they say no. Ashley moves up to third on the play. Still one out. Ross takes a strike. Ground ball to third. And they say in foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Casey Ross 0 for 2 on the day, is grounded out and flew out. A one out here. Runners on at first and third in the fifth. Swing and a miss. Got her. Dunn reached back for a little extra on that one. And here's Tibbetts. Leah Tibbetts has had a nice day. 2 for 2 on the day, a double and a triple. Scored 2 runs and had an RBI. Ground ball to second. It gets between the legs. And the Bulldogs are going to stay alive as 2 runs score to make it 16-7. That's going to be an error on the second baseman. Either Derigo Vetcare instant replay. Tibbetts will reach, but no RBIs on the play as Shores scores and Gallant scores to make it 16-7. Garrard will be the hitter as the infield gets together. Garrard has 2 sacrifices and 2 RBIs in the game for the Bulldogs. 2 down. Swing and a miss. Dunn kicking the volume up a little bit, the velocity kicking it up a bit. Bottom of the fifth, Bulldogs trail by 9. Popped up. Dunn going to make the play, and that's going to end the 5th inning. Bulldogs get 2 runs on a couple of errors, and they stay alive at the end of 5, 16-7, Erskine.
Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Welcome back to Dave Martin Sports Complex. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. 16-7 as we go to the 6th. Little roller up the first baseline. That's going to be a base hit for Faith McMaster. She has scored 3 runs and is 2 for 2 on the day. 2 for 3. And she had a fielder's choice and scored a run back in the 5th. Ground ball to third. Trying to throw from one knee and not going to be able to do it is Natalie Pelletier. That's going to be an infield single and put runners at first and second with nobody out. Boy, Erskine has just put the pressure on Lawrence all day long offensively. Clark will be the hitter. She is 3 for 3 in the dirt. 1-0. 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs on the day and has scored 3 runs. Ball is hit down the line, and it's fair ball. Clark's going to turn third and come in to score. I'm sorry, not Clark, McMaster. And the RBI single by Cammie Thompson. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Looks like Natalie Pelletier is going to go in to pitch. Oh, Shores is going to pitch and Pelletier will be the catcher. Okay. Arista Replays are brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate caring and cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Epic View Sports Network has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch sports here on Epic View Studios. Get Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email him, Brian at epicviewstudios.com. So it looks like Williams goes to third, Pelletier becomes the catcher, and Ashley Shores will be on the mound for the Bulldogs. Still nobody out here in the 6th. As Erskine has gone back to a 10-run lead, 17-7. They have scored in every inning in this game. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 7 in the fifth, and 1 run so far here in the 6th. I mistakenly, by the way, said Cammie Thompson was 3 for 3. It was Lily Clark who had singled. She is 4 for 4 in the game with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Cammie Thompson, who just singled, is 3 for 5 in the game with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Emma Woolley will be the batter here to face Ashley Shores. She is 1 for 4 in the game with a single back in the first. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local independent critical access hospital providing quality, comprehensive healthcare services located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. Learn more at rfgh.net. Discover your next outdoor getaway at Two Rivers Campground, located along the scenic Kennebec River and Wessarunset Stream in Skowhegan. Adventure, relaxation, and great memories await. Start your journey at Two Rivers Campground. Visit them online or call 474-6482. And Woolley will be the batter to face Ashley Shores. She has a batting glove on. You can't wear a batting glove when you're pitching. Oh, actually, no. She didn't have a face mask on. She's got to wear a face mask. So runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the 6th. Shores on the mound. Ball way up high. Woolley, as I said, 1 for 4 on the day. Ground ball, foul. Kylie Bellows, the DH, waits on deck. Definitely the top of the lineup that really is, you got Dunn, it's 5 for 5. McMasters is 2 for 5 on the day. Clark, as I said, 4 for 4. Cammie Thompson is 3 for 5 on the day. Ball, 3-1 the count. Runners at first and second, nobody out here. In the 6th, another run in to make it 17-7. Fouled, straight back and out of play. Count goes full, 3-2. Inside, walked her. The hitter will be, should be Bellows. Unless they're going to have a pinch hitter here. Looks like it, number 18. Let's see who that is. That is Griffiths. Will hit for Bellows. Bellows was 0 for 5 on the day. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ball up high. Riley French waits on deck. Ball up high, 2-0. Bases loaded. Shores needs to throw strikes. Nobody out here in the 6th, I should say. 10-run Erskine lead. Ball up high, 3-0. Here comes the 3-0. Walked her. RBI for Griffiths. Bases still loaded. Another pinch hitter here. Coach Tripp going to the bench. Tibbetts will be the hitter. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 18-7. Erskine. Fouled at the plate. Out in front of that, change up. Jordan Parise waits on deck. That's all the subs, so won't be anybody else pinch hitting here. 0-1 the count. 1 out. No outs. Ball up high. 1-1. 18-7. Bulldogs going to be facing possible mercy in the bottom of the 6th here. Ball up high. 3-1. 2-1, I'm sorry. Shores gets the sign. Ball is hit foul down the left field line, and they let it go. Count goes even, 2-2. Shores gets the sign, rocks and fires. In the dirt, good stop. by the catcher. Pelletier back there now. Here comes the 3-2. Foul tipped. Just got a piece of it. And the count remains 3-2. Nobody out here in the sixth. 2 runs in already for Erskine to make it 18-7. Ground ball to short. Up with it, throwing across and getting the out. Good job. Tibbet staying with it. Long throw by Elkins, but a run scores to make it 19-7. One down, and Paris is the hitter. 1 for 4 on the day with a single. Runners on at second and third now after the put out at first. 12-run lead for Erskine. Ball up high. 2-1. We're in the top of the sixth. 1 out. Bulldogs trailing by 12. This one gets by Pelletier, and the run comes in to score. Woolley. Bellows moves up. Actually, not Bellows. Griffiths, I should say, who hit for Bellows, moves up to third on the play. And that is going to be a passed ball to make it 20-7. Here comes the 3-1. Gets by again. And the runner is not going to advance this time. But it's another walk. It's going to be first and third for Kelsey Dunn, who is 5 for 5 on the day. There's a strike. Runner advances on defensive indifference. So now runners on second and third for Dunn. Ball is hit to short. Throw, and they finally get Dunn out, but not before she gets another RBI. Second out of the game. Griffiths comes in and scores. And here's LaValle, swing and a miss at a changeup. 2 down now, 14-run lead for Erskine, 21-7. Runner on at third. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. And it's quickly 0-2 to LaValle. She's 0 for 3 on the day with a sacrifice and a walk, and scored a run in the fifth. Ground ball to third, goes foul. And LaValle hangs tough, 0-2. 2 down here in the sixth. Bulldogs going to need to put a 5 spot on in the bottom of the sixth to keep this game going. Fouled straight back. Way out in front of that. Changeup is LaValle. Faith McMaster waits on deck for Erskine. Ground ball, base hit to left. Another run scores. An RBI single for Caitlin LaValle. That's going to bring up McMasters. She is 2 for 3 in the game. Has scored 4 runs. She led off this inning with a single. So again, Erskine is batted around. Second time in the game that they've batted around. Ball is ripped deep to left, and if that was fair, that would have been way gone, but it goes foul. 2-1 the count to Faith McMaster, the third baseman. Swing and a miss, way out in front of that one. 3-2. Two down, 2-2 the count here in the sixth. 22-7 Erskine. And base hit to left. Runner is going to be held at second. So another hit, 2 for 2 in the inning for McMaster. And LaValle moves up to second. That's going to bring up Clark. All she's done is have 4 singles, scored 4 runs, and has 2 RBIs. Ground ball right back to Shores. Throw to first, they get it. Finally get out of the inning, but not before 6 more runs for Erskine as they bat around again. And at the end of 6.5, 22-7, Erskine in the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in the inning. And a pile of walks. 1, 2, 3. 3 walks. They left a runner on. No errors. Bulldogs will have 9-1-2 to try to keep this game going. To face Kelsey Dunn. They do finally get Clark out, though, as she was 4 for 4 in the game. Kelsey Dunn, 5 for 6. The top of the lineup, really. McMaster, she had 1, 2, 3. She's 3 for 4, scored 4 runs. Dunn has scored 4 runs. Clark has scored 4 runs. Amy Thompson scored 3 runs. Looks like the Bulldogs going to have a pinch hitter here. Sadie Higgins, number 20, will be the pinch hitter to face Dunn. Foul to the right, not a play. Elkins was 0 for 2, reaching on an error in the fourth. Dunn rocks and fires the 0-2, 0-1, I should say, in the dirt. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 from Dunn, up high, 2-1. Three and one. Coach Marcoux said before the game they had to hit to win this game. The Bulldogs have hit in the game. They've got 7 hits in the game, and they've scored 7 runs, but given up way too many hits on the other side of the ledger. There's a strike as Kelsey Dunn gets to a full count. Here comes the 3-2 from Dunn. Swing and a miss. Threw that fastball right by Higgins for the first out of the inning. Here's Williams. Actually, it looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter. It's going to be Chloe Grant-Ham. Popped up. First baseman tries to make a play and can't get there. So Aaliyah Williams was 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. There's a ball up high, 1-1. Natalie Pelletier waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Ooh, down low, just missed. 2-2 here. 1 out in the 6th. Bulldogs trail 22-7. Ball up high. 3-2 the count. Grant Ham has worked her way back from an 0-2 count. Dunn kicks and fires in the dirt, and Grant Ham will be on with a walk. Natalie Pelletier will be the hitter. She struck out in the first, hit by a pitch, and scored in the third, and then grounded to short in the fourth. Ball up high. Bulldogs need 6 runs to keep this game going. Ground ball to third, and it just goes foul. Pelletier turned on that inside fastball and just outside the bag. Count goes to 1-1. Change up just inside. 2-1. Maddie Provost on deck. Dunn rocks and fires the 2-1. Fouled to the right, not a play. Pelletier a little behind that one. The Erskine fan tried to make a one-handed grab, but that's E on the fan. Count goes to 2-2 here on Pelletier. One hopper to the catcher. And back to a full count. Done another full count here. Second batter in a row to go full. We're in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Little nubber to the right side. And second baseman makes the play for the second out. Bulldogs in danger of getting mercied here in the 6th inning. Maddie Provost will be the hitter. She is 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Grounded out twice. Big swing and a miss. High fastball. 0-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And throws to first, and that's going to do it. Erskine gets the win 22-7 here over the Bulldogs. We'll take a break, come back, and give you all the post-game awards, the Hammond Lumber post-game show right after this.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Welcome back to our Hammond Lumber post-game show. We're in the Chase Toys Inc. broadcast center. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson. Bulldogs lose a tough one here, 22-7, as Erskine scored in every inning to get the win. They had 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 7 in the fifth, and 6 in the sixth to put this one away. Our post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. We're going to do our precision play of the game, which is brought to you by our friends at Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel, plus Toro and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available on the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. This play happened back in the third inning. The Bulldogs were trying to come back, trailing 7-4, and Leah Gallant hit a seed right back at Kelsey Dunn, the pitcher of Erskine, and she caught that ball right in front of her face, spun around, and threw to third to double off the runner, which was Maddie Provost. It was a tough play for Provost. She had taken a little bit of a lead. She just couldn't get back. It was a bang play, but that's our precision play of the game, brought to you by our friends at Chase Toys. And our play of the game is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. And it's a clean sweep for Kelsey Dunn, the pitcher for Erskine. She was 5 for 6 on the day, 3 singles, a double, and a homer, scored 4 runs, and had 3 RBIs on the day. So our player of the game is also Kelsey Dunn, the pitcher for Erskine Academy. Erskine goes to 7-1 on the season. Lawrence drops to 3-5. Again, your final score, 22-7. Erskine with the win. For Gage Johnson, I'm Rick Dougal. Have a great night, everybody.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of 2 recent continuing traditions. For the 5th year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the 3rd consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Chase Toys Inc., where sales and service are full throttle. Chase Toys Inc. is your one-stop shop for Toro zero-turn mowers. Large inventory of Toro zero-turn mowers are now in stock. Visit them at chasetoysinc.com. Like them on Facebook. Stop into their Thorndike Road location in Unity or call 948-5729.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the fifth year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the third consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.